Welcome to the Trail Candy coverage of the 2023 ATX Open. This is the front nine of the final round here at Roy G. Guerrero in Austin, Texas. Mint Disc is our title sponsor for the event, which is on the Hot Tour. My name is Trevor Williamson, and I'm joined by Chris Harris and Blake Whitehead today. We've got Eduardo Fischer at 10 down, leading the pack. This dude's only played 51 events since 2012. Sam DiCarlo, former UT baseball player, over 1,000 rated, only been playing since 2019. Blake Whitehead, also former college baseball player, over 1,000 rated, only been playing tournaments since 2020. I think y'all are gonna like what he's got today. Very unique player. And then we got Patrick Blazek.
Yeah, he's been a long-time disc golfer. Whenever I was starting off early in the game, he was definitely one of the leading forces to be contended with.
Really dedicated. You can tell he really cares about doing well out there.
Yeah, he's put a lot of work into his game and his athletic physique this year.
Well, hole one, the drone's going to take this right side, which can happen if your forehand doesn't push straight enough. I think one of our players is going to take this gap. It's a good gap to take if you get in trouble, but most people are going to take that left side with the forehand to approach this sort of like a lifted and clean.
MPO lead car for the 2023 ATX Open, leading off at 10 down, Eduardo Fischer.
A lot of people, I think including Eduardo here, are going to take the layup to the gap on the left of that tree in the middle and then try to make their move from there. Really, you want to get about 300 to 350 off the drive, leaving yourself with just about the same amount for your upshot. Yeah, Eduardo does just that, throws it right up the gut. He's going to be looking at some kind of forehand flex or just a straight forehand approach to an elevated green.
If you guys saw that power light pole right there, that's a good layup spot. It's a good spot you want to be at approaching into the green.
Yeah, Sam looks like he's trying to line up the same kind of shot here. Looks like he has a mid-range in his hand. Not really sure. Okay, little first hole yip there, landed on the short box, so we'll see if he can save par from there. Okay, this is that sidearm line that the drone took. Looks like you got kind of a real big skip there. Not too bad, right on the right edge of the fairway.
I wanted to hook that shot left of the tree, a little early release, spur me right, and I skipped off a little too right.
Yeah, I will say I think that sidearm really cuts the distance of the hole, gets you closer to the green off the drive. There you go, little textbook kind of layup shot. Unfortunately, hit the tree you want to avoid.
Really easy to want to get aggressive off the tee here on hole one, but in reality, I think it really just requires a 350 foot straight shot. Get you in the fairway right there.
All right, Sam's going to show us what it looks like from the short box. Lines up a backhand roller. Nice aggressive line here. And that's just exactly what you want to do right there.
Yeah.
I mean, besides getting to a putt range, he couldn't have done much better from what he had there. Okay, Blazek went with the hyzer flip right gap here. Gets a solid skip up, and he's just on the edge of the green there.
You see right here by that power light pole, just a perfect spot for you to approach into the green.
Yeah, I agree. The gap is the widest right here. Looks like Eduardo just kind of cooked that one a little too much. But you can see with that zoom in how big that gap is. It's It's I think how the designer wanted to play it.
Oh yeah. some first hole jitters for me. I had a tight gap right there. Just didn't commit whatsoever.
Yeah, but like as Blake was saying, even though he felt like he was a little early on the release, he was so close to the green. You know, it was just a little bit too pushed right. Nice, easy up and down. Yeah, little 10, 15 footer left.
A little
Oh,
deer.
there's some of the wildlife.
Probably wanting to make that for the birdie, but
Yeah, I think that was kind of a halfway bid there. He knew he was probably like 70 out. You know, don't make any more trouble for yourself.
yeah, the putts can get interesting when you go long of this basket.
Yeah, I would say this green's elevated about 5 to 6 feet from the rest of the fairway. So, gotta be smart with the approach because about 8 feet behind the basket, it kind of drops off. Blazek for birdie, nails it.
Yeah, good for him to hit that first putt. I know he was talking about his putt being a little shaky this weekend, so hopefully he can get that confidence going real early.
Yeah, that was a good par putt for you as well, Blake. How'd that par putt feel?
After throwing that 5-foot up shot, that felt great. I was just happy to get some of those jitters out, reset, and give hole 2 a go.
For sure. Ed having an easy birdie there. I'm going to hole 2. I love this hole. It's harder than it looks. It's a little uphill, 322, so it's gonna play a little longer than that.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of backhand straight shots with a mid-range right here, and then you'll get some forehand players who will play a little flex shot around the left side of the tree.
Like Patrick's going mid-range with that.
Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. That's exactly what you want to do right there. And also, hole 1 and this hole are 2 of the new holes that were just, open for play starting in May of this year. The first time we got to play it was during Kodo. Another textbook. Looks like he threw a fairway there. Yeah, you'll see most of these guys trying to hit the right gap, so they're trying to hit right of that big tree that you see in the middle. That's the cleanest line to the basket. Some people do like to use the Anheuser angle and start it out left and let it bend towards the basket. Really just depends on what your attack is here. So like I was saying, you see Blake utilizing the left side of that tree, just as open as the right side.
I think I finally committed to that shot. I'm happy about that one compared to the drive on hole 1.
Yeah, little textbook approach there. If you can make it to that little elevated area in the middle, you usually have under 100 feet to the basket, so pretty textbook up and down from there. Very nice.
Solid.
Kind of a putt to start the round off, right on circle's edge, I believe.
Patrick's probably 20, 25 feet.
Just a little under commitment.
Yeah, looked like he just kind of didn't get his legs into it. Unfortunately, he has about the same distance coming back here. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, it's a solid comebacker after that air ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, honestly, there's nothing wrong if you know you're struggling on the green, get one of those out of the way early, kind of set the tone for the rest of the round, prove to yourself you can make those putts.
Solid birdie for Eduardo.
Yeah, played a lot of different rounds with Eduardo, casual and tournament. He has really good poise. This is hole 3. This is one of the original Roy G holes I got to stay. It's one of my all-time favorites from the long box. I think this is just a really great pro-level par 3 hole. You got a low ceiling, you got to bend a shot. The way the hole plays is left to right, finishing straight. If you can execute that shot with good elevation, you'll be putting yourself in a good birdie spot here. Okay, it looks like it's turned a little bit too much there.
I'm pretty sure that one was parked.
Okay.
Just a tailor-made backhand straight shot for Eduardo.
Yeah.
Makes those look so easy. I decided to go with my max here. Another little early release. Sometimes I miss, though, is hitting those trees left, so I'm happy I gave myself a putt right there.
Hey, you look like you're either just on the edge or just inside the circle. There you go. Okay, Patrick looks like he hit the line really good. Just that nose gets down on you because of the ceiling.
Yeah, he called it low right out of his hand.
Yeah, typically people are not throwing big rim drivers on this hole. Really great fairway backhand shot, or you know, maybe like a speed 10 disc. All right,
That's
looks
looking
like
good.
yeah, Sam's got some good height on it.
Oh, man. Great.
This shot just kind of flipped last second for Sam. He grabbed one of those rocks and shot left hard.
Yep, that'll work for par. I know Sam likes to toss those in the basket.
You'll see Patrick right here. He has this little floaty forehand up shot. He likes to throw this from about 75 and in. You'll see it pretty frequently throughout the round.
All right, is this a C2 putt here?
Circle 2 for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I can see the little tassel.
Shout out to Chris Harris for putting the tassels in to indicate circle 1 for us before the tournament began.
It's just nice to have, man.
It's good to know where you're at, and then, you know, it alleviates that, like, am I outside talk, stuff like that. You can walk up to your putt knowing, all right, this is what I got to line up. And then leaving it there for the rest of the time, even during your casual rounds, you can start dialing in where you need to be. So I try to put it early in the week so that way everyone had an opportunity during the practice rounds to really try to get in those C1 putts.
Here you got hole 4, par 4, 708 feet. You will see a lot of backhand players elect to go to the power shot with the backhand, a straight shot. You want to end up on the left side over here on the green. If you find yourself on the right side, you're going to have a hard approach into the green.
Yeah, the drone's gonna take a little bit of an inside line here. Most people are going more left of these trees. And then this is the gap to the green right here. And a bit of an elevated basket to just spice things up. This hole used to be a little bit harder.
Yeah, it used to be one of the hardest holes. I think it still maintains as a tough par 4. Until you actually play this course, that approach to the green, it's well guarded. It's very well guarded, and there's a bunch of small trees in there that just kind of push you outside that comfortable putting range. I find myself C2 quite a bit there, even with a great drive that I'm happy with.
That was a good drive from Ed.
Yeah, textbook just right down the middle. A goal with the roller, nice.
Yeah, I decided to get greedy here. Either didn't have enough revolutions on the disc when it hit the ground, or I found something on the ground, uneven surface or something, that kind of pushed me right to the spot you don't really want to be off the fairway.
Yeah, it was a good angle out of the hand for sure.
Oh, beautiful shot by Patrick. Got that flipping just right. And he's not too far left. He'll have many options from that spot. He can do a backhand to the green, or he can go with a forehand, whichever he's comfortable with.
And leaking a little left, a little high.
Yeah,
Catching our tree.
not a huge problem for Sam, though. Looks like, okay, he didn't get to use his forehand. Typically, Sam has a very consistent forehand. And so,
Okay, backhand roller looks a little yanked to the right. Okay, bites through.
snuck through there.
Probably have some sort of something to get to the green there. Ed's gonna be able to show his forehand off here with that the Halo Wraith, I believe.
And there you go, Ed, just playing with the lead, just confident as ever, just hitting his shots.
Good angle on the disc. Executes pretty well as well.
Yeah, that was good looking.
Yeah, Patrick
forehand.
really found that perfect landing zone on the hole on the left side of the fairway right there. Easy approach in there.
Yeah, it's real tough. You want to push it straight for as long as you can, and then barely trickle left.
Yeah, I was left with absolutely nothing there. I tried to throw a cut roller, didn't execute it, and really only had a thumber right here. I was fortunate to see that airspace up there.
All right, Sam settling for par. Not the worst on this hole. You want to get a birdie. I feel like every hole out here has birdie potential. So, but taking a par is never a problem on this hole. There you go. Good cleanup.
Yeah.
Good save for sure.
Gosh, with a birdie look here.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been dead center chains on a regular basket, but
He keeps putting them in a good spot. These putts will hopefully fall for him towards the end of the round.
Yeah, there you go.
Good scrabble for par for Sam.
Yeah, absolutely. Eduardo's just going to cruise up and keep fortifying that lead. You know, as compared to the start of the other layout prior to the redesign, you know, you really want to try to get as many birdies early. Another original right here, textbook, hyzer or, you know, forehand. The way the fairway is designed is you got the left, you got the right. A lot of holes out here seem to be that way. Pretty textbook for most players. I see a lot of birdies happening on this hole. So that's kind of the inside gap, and unfortunately, if you flirt with the inside, there's always a tree to get you. There's the forehand approach. Oh man, just buzzed the tower. Looked like you were hunting chains.
I was definitely running it. I almost aced this the previous day, so I was going for number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like a lot of players are not afraid to attack this basket. There you go. Got it flipping up nice. He's gonna get that perfect skip.
Smooth.
Yeah, there you go. That's what he needs to build that confidence. Little 5-10 footer.
And Sam looking for a big shot right here to get some confidence going. Seems like he's just a tick off. He's about to find it though.
Yeah, I played a lot of rounds with Sam, so I definitely know right now this is not the start he envisioned.
Just a little right on that shot there. Should be an easy scramble for par, but yeah, just he needs to get something going here.
Kind of a race for second place right now. Eduardo's, it's his turn to lose at this point.
For sure, he's not showing any signs of weakness here. Oh man, you can tell you wanted that one.
Yeah, that was another C2 putt, solid run. From that angle, you can't really tell on the video, but it is slightly uphill. So,
I'm feeling confident in the circle 1 putt right now.
Patrick tapping in the birdie.
basket gave him a little scare. He had a real easy one there, and the basket wanted to make him double check himself.
Yeah, and Patrick's putting together a good, decent round. He's 2 down for the round.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost 50% birdie rate. Not a lot more you can ask for, on this course. I feel overall that the course has gotten somewhat more scoreable, but it doesn't mean the teeth aren't there.
Yeah, this is another hole, hole 6, par 4, 745. You can go right or left. For the long tee, I think I like the right side a little better. I'm gonna land, I guess, somewhere around here. That'd be a great shot off the tee.
Yeah, I would say these 2 trees up here, if you can get anywhere near those 2 trees off the drive, you're, looking solid for the birdie. Another hole where you get to pick your poison. You can take the right gap, you can take the left gap. The left gap has more danger, I feel, but kind of puts you more in line with where you want to be on the basket. All right, Patrick got this flipping up just right. No matter what, it's going to finish in a good spot.
Great shot for Patrick, really getting to show off his backhand power right there.
Almost made it up to the next card. Looks like Eduardo's lining up this the right side gap. Got a really nice flip on it. I think a little bit too much. When you throw that left gap, you do need to flex it, but ending right is usually not what you were trying to do.
Taking another stab at that forehand roller right here. This play's been really working on this hole for me. I got this stable champion star boss run, and it's just putting me in a good spot to approach the green. I find myself over on a little off, but should have a step out and look at the green.
Yeah, Sam executes this shot very nicely. He's going to leave himself right in the middle of the fairway on that left side. So he should have a similar shot for birdie. Looks like that's that roller disc again.
Oh yeah, he likes that roller.
I really like the play he's going with. It just looks like he's kind of lining it up a little bit off. He had got that in the middle of the fairway, maybe a little bit closer for that birdie stab.
I believe this is one of the signature holes on the course. You get a forehand and a backhand off the tee, And if you find the right landing zone, you'll get a forehand and a backhand from that landing zone as well. So really, you can just do whatever you want with this hole.
Is that your max there?
Yeah, that's my max. A little too much angle out of the hand, but I was lucky to fight through right there and
Yeah,
find a
still,
look.
still putting, just looks like circle's edge maybe.
I should call it for it to go in. That's just parked.
Absolutely beautiful.
Solid backhand off the tee, and then a solid forehand for Patrick right there. He showed you how to play the hole.
Okay, a little fluffed. It'll be a tester for the par there.
They're just playing stress-free golf right now.
Yeah, he's a solid putter inside the circle. He's always at the putting leagues. You always see his name at the top, so.
For birdie here, for Blake.
Just a little high left. Did that tree get in your way?
Nah, this was just a little timing issue. Really no excuses there. I was a little bummed to miss that one. I'm trying to put pressure on Ed any way possible and not doing my job.
Sam had a good putt there for his par on his comebacker down up the hill.
Patrick getting the tap in birdie.
Yeah, Patrick catching up to Sam and Blake. And definitely got a good race for second going on here.
Yeah, I would say for Blazek, besides a couple miscues on the putting green, he's been pretty solid. It's a very solid start. Hole 7, there's pretty much just one type of shot everybody's gonna do. It's gonna be a backhand hyzer. This is an ace run hole. It's fairway, mid-range, however you can get there. If you're trying to ace it, you might see somebody bust out a larger rim disc. The biggest contender here, as far as trouble, is putting it too high, or letting it leak out to the right and, hitting those little fuzzies on the right side. It'll just knock your disc down.
Yeah, another textbook shot from Patrick there. He's on a roll. Ooh, Ed getting a little Yankee there.
Yeah, a little first sign of trouble right here. This is definitely one, I would say everybody on this card and probably everybody in this division is, when they walk up to this hole, they're like, count it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, nice flare up.
Ooh, a bad roll.
Yeah, unfortunate roll, but wide open putt, so they'll have a good look at it.
Yeah, there were some kids in the hooping and hollering in the apartments behind this tee pad.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of the downsides of public parks, but it's all part of the game.
Sure, that's looking like a great scramble shot from Ed. A little long, but he's happy to have a look, I'm sure.
All right, I'm gonna see a little stepper from Sam here. It's all downhill. Good move on it. Okay, solid run.
Yeah, you could tell he wants something to happen here. He wants to get on that board.
All right, another C2 look from Blake here.
Yeah, he knows he's got a chance to get one on Ed here.
Yeah, it looked clean. There was no wobble on that putt.
A little uncharacteristic of me right there. Hit a bunch of circle 2 putts round 1 and just really could not figure it out round 2 at all. Amazing save right there for Eduardo to even have that look for par from where he was off the tee.
I agree. No disrespect to Eduardo. I don't think I've ever been where he was.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever been there.
I'll just clean that up and get out. I think we're all a little upset. Only going to walk away with 1 birdie as a card. That's not very good for one of the easiest holes on the course.
A lot of good putts, though.
All right, another CTP birdie look for Blazek here. So
Oh, yeah.
guy's putting on a show. And looks like for now he's taking command of second place on hole 7.
Yep.
Here you got hole 8. After that backhand hyzer shot, you're going to follow that up with a forehand hyzer shot. You're going to see people throw around this tree in the sunlight right here on the right side. We're about to pass by hyzer around that with a forehand and skip into the green. There is also a backhand turnover shot. It's a little more difficult. You will see some people attack the hole that way.
Another Roy G original hole. Extremely happy they didn't take this one out. This is another solid pro par 3 hole in my opinion. When you do take that backhand line, like Blake was saying, it's very challenging. You got to throw a really understable disc, hyzer flip it, and have it end right. But solid forehand throwers, like you can see here from Eduardo, make it look super easy. It's definitely his day right now.
I think the last 2 holes have really showed you how much versatility you need out here at Roy G. Lots of left and right and lots of shot shaping you have to do out here.
Yeah, you're getting some really good power on your drives right now. They're just getting that extra roll at the end.
I think he's going for that ace.
You got Sam
Ace
here.
under commitment.
You got Sam showcasing his sidearm right there.
Great shot for Sam.
Yeah, I got a little lucky to get to that left side, but I've seen it done many times. Patrick with a good forehand approach there.
That was a suspect.
About the same distance you've been all around here. Man,
Yeah, just a little off with that circle 2 today. I think I was popping up a little too early, was not really staying confined in my core, and was sailing them high.
There you go. Sam on the board finally for a bird. I know that's a big monkey off his back.
Oh yeah, you got a little fist bump on that one. He was happy to get that one for sure.
Yeah,
Hopefully that'll get him going. Sam's a fun player to watch when he's streaking.
by no means is this an easy par 3. A lot of times with that forehand, if you're too straight with it, you catch those trees on the left side coming into the basket, leaving yourself 40, 50 plus out. So solid execution from the 3 forehands you saw.
Yeah, Ed's gonna card another birdie, and Patrick's gonna save his par. We'll go on to hole 8 here. Excuse me, hole 9.
Yeah, really great hole. So this is, the tee boxes are the original. from old hole 15. What they did with the basket is they brought it in, I would say about 100 or so feet. This one's another, there's no gap to hit really off the box. It's down the fairway. You either choose the left, which is the direction the drone is going, or you'll see a lot of players flip over and in right, and coming into the basket, there's a nice open hyzer line. It's not wide open. You gotta throw a technical shot, but you do have options. You either want to end far down left or right. That's not the line Eduardo wanted there, but it did kick to the middle, so he'll still have a good way to attack. It's just going to be a lot harder to get that birdie.
Great looking line for Sam. He's gonna get a little skip off that dirt road. Oh, no, he didn't. Still a great shot for Sam. He should have a great approach into the green.
Yeah, Sam looked a little frustrated. Didn't get that skip he wanted, but yeah, I think he'll have some options from there.
Yeah, with his backhanded forehand, he should find a way in there.
Okay, Patrick pushed from that right side.
Oh yeah, he's going to love that shot. So if you're going to take the right side, that's where you want to be. You got to beat the one tree right off the tee there. And then as long as the disc checks up and ends just a little bit left, that right gap, he'll have a nice hyzer. Yeah, this is a solid play. Backhand or a forehand roller on this hole is a great way to get aggressive and get a lot of distance. You completely take the trees out of play.
We are in the woods, but luckily there is no OB out at Roy G. You'll find yourself in some hard enough situations getting off the fairway.
Yeah, Eduardo did not get as much distance as he wanted. He's going to have a pretty tough approach for par here.
Okay.
Big player. Okay. Looks like he's just outside the circle there for his birdie putt. Blake lining up the same line that Sam just took. And yeah, nice C1 look for birdie.
Hoping to get going after kind of a slow front nine for me. I really got a lot of work to do if I want to catch Eduardo.
Eduardo sees two people do it. Why not three? Yeah, great approach there. That's a good par save after two, not so great shots.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown a bad shot with that Halo Wraith forehand yet.
And here's Patrick showing you that hyzer line. Nice, easy, does it.
Yeah, that'll work. That's
Yeah,
inside the circle.
He left himself about a circle's edge putt there. And here's Sam. Looks like 2 steps outside the circle, so see what he can do here.
Doesn't connect, but
Yeah, Blazek literally 1 foot inside the circle.
Yeah, Patrick, man, just continues to put himself in great position to score it and have a good round. Just can't capitalize with the putt.
There we go, a solid birdie here. Blake's getting one back on the card. Everyone else is settling for par here.
looks like we're gonna have a 3-way tie. Didn't want to speak too soon. 3-way tie for second, going into the back 9 here. Ed's got a 7-stroke lead.
Talk about carefree golf. We're gonna have a fun back 9 for Ed.
Oh yeah, but definitely join us because we got a closer match than you think might happen. We got Tanner in 5th right there.
Connor Pater
Yeah.
putting on a freaking heater there.
Shout out to Connor.
Yeah, having a great front 9. We'll see y'all in the back 9.